Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Joel here with my lovely wife, Megan.
Hey, guys.
And today is Halloween, so I wanted to do a special video today. We are going to be reacting to my old Halloween costumes every year that I've had a Halloween costume from birth until the day I stopped doing Halloween, apparently, which was when I was 11 years old, because I'm extremely tall, and as a 12-year-old, I looked like an adult that was trying to get Halloween candy and walking around with a bunch of children, and it was very sick. So when I was 12, I decided I can't do Halloween anymore because I towered over all. I got looks. I would open. I would say trick or treat, and the parents would open the door, and they would just give me a look like, "You're not a child." I was like taller than most of the people opening the door, so that's unfortunate. You know, one of my many struggles in life. I've had a very hard life up to this point. Not at all, but. I thought this would be a fun video. Before we started, I did want to let you know I did another video with Megan recently. We recorded the game Rock Band 4 and I posted it on my channel. I put a link at the top of the description. If you haven't seen that, I highly recommend you watch it. I'm going to put an annotation on the screen too. It was really fun, and I don't do many videos with Megan, so I just want to point that out to you if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, I'm excited to do this video because I've been feeling very nostalgic lately. I turned 25 15 days ago, so that's a quarter of 100 years if my math is correct. Let's get back to the positive side of things though, and get into this video. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Okay, here is my first year, 1991, October 31st, 1991. I was 1 year and 15 days old, so I actually didn't dress up for my first Halloween because I was only 15 days old. I know, very lazy for me to not find a costume as a 15-day-old. But I was Satan, my first year on this earth. As a Halloween child, I was the devil. My mom decided to dress me up as the devil. What's your initial reaction to this?
Super cute.
We were Catholic, by the way. We are Catholic. I don't know. I don't go to church anymore, but that was just a very interesting choice.
I think you're just like a really bad baby.
I don't know what kind of message that's trying to send. I think it's a very cute photo, and I like how my eyes are also red. They have that red effect that you would get from camera flashes, so it looks like there's fire from hell in my eyes. I also wanted to show you this alternate photo really quickly of me chewing on, what is that, a trident? That's called, I think, yeah. So I had a sexy pose going on. I was like, oh, you want sexy, huh? I'm a naughty boy. So
you probably thought it was candy.
I don't know. You put your mouth. We have a young nephew. He puts his mouth on a lot of things. You do that as a child, so I probably was just like, oh, something's in my hand. Let me put it in my mouth and see if it's food. But this is probably my favorite costume. Well, no, it's one of my favorite costumes out of the ones that we're going to see. It's just a great design, and there was a lot of effort put into it. My mom, the effort kind of went down a little bit. I had some cute costumes, but you could tell she was just like, just put this costume on and smile for me. So let's go to 1992. All right, I actually showed you this picture earlier. I wish I wouldn't have showed you these before the video because your reactions were very funny, but I showed you this picture earlier, and I asked you what you thought I was. And you said a cow. Mm-hmm. And that's what, when I got the picture from my mom.
I think it's the bonnet.
Yeah, I asked my mom, was I a cow? Because we have farmers in our family. We are some of the only people in our family actually that aren't farmers, or really we're not related to farming in any way, shape, or form, besides my grandfather being a farmer. But I thought it was a cow to continue the family tradition of having farm blood, but I'm actually a Dalmatian. I think I really liked the movie. My mom said I really liked the movie 101 Dalmatians. I do remember watching that as a child, but I don't know that I really look like a Dalmatian, other than, I guess, the spots. That kind of does give it away. It was an old camera in an old house. I really like my expression. I'm very excited in this photo. I don't know what I was saying or screaming, and there's a bullet hole in the door because we did live in the hood. I don't know what that is. Any last thoughts?
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a great costume you're going to see again here in a little bit, actually. 1993, this is a classic. My brother came into the picture. Oh, I should show you guys a picture of my brother and sister, what they look like today, just so you can see for comparison, because you're going to see them in this album. My younger brother is 20, I'm 25, he's 22. Yeah, he's 22. His birthday's in January, so he'll be 23. And my sister is 20. Right?
Yes.
Wow, we're so old now. It's so weird to say. But this is my brother's first Halloween. He was not a year old yet. He was born in January, so this was the October of that year, 1983. And we went with the tiger theme.
I love his effort in this picture.
He was very happy. I really loved my siblings. I was the sibling that would carry my younger I was the oldest. I am the oldest. I still am. I killed the older brother. No. I would like carry my brother and sister around and act like I was their parent. And so I was always happy to hang out with my brother, my mom says. And I looked extremely happy in this photo.
That's his face in every family picture with his siblings, and his siblings usually aren't smiling.
Well, yeah, Tyler was very happy in this one, but you'll see,
Yeah,
I think...
he doesn't smile on a lot of them.
I think even the next year, Tyler is not smiling, but this is a great team effort right here. I'm glad we both went with the tiger theme. I always love tigers, so. Next photo, 1994, this was a classic. If you can't tell, I'm Batman, with Batman pajamas, and a paper bat, and I believe the same cape I was wearing when I was a 1-year-old as the devil. And for some reason there's socks on my hand. I might have had eczema. I don't know. I just noticed that extra layer of, I don't know what the socks thing was.
Didn't have mittens.
What do you, I mean, well, Batman wears like utility gloves. I mean, they're, I don't know. But my mom was feeling
That's
do
the
it.
cheaper version.
Yeah, my mom was feeling do it yourself this year, which I respect. Kids shouldn't be wearing $50 costumes that they're only going to wear for one night. And my grandfather, if I can find the photo, I'll put it on screen, but my grandfather, who I love dearly, he dressed up as Robin. So I was Batman and he was Robin. We went around collecting candy together, and that is probably my greatest Halloween memory. I do remember seeing my grandfather for the first time. This is one of my youngest memories. I was 4 years old. I remember going to my grandparents' house and walking in and seeing him come down the stairs as Robin, and I thought that was really cool. So if I can find the picture, I'll put it up on the screen, or I already put it up on the screen. And I don't know, any last thoughts about myself as Batman? You want to see this one coming back? Maybe 26?
Super, super cute.
Batman
yeah.
again will be your hero.
Sure.
Batman vs. Superman comes out next year. All right. That's 1994. All right, here's myself and my brother again. As you can see, this is one of the pictures my brother is not smiling in. I don't think he's wearing a costume, and I don't know why there's a Band-Aid on his head. I asked my mom, why is there a Band-Aid on my brother's head? What is his costume? And she said, I don't think he's wearing a costume, and he injured himself a lot as a child. So there was actually one in this very kitchen. So this was the last year we lived in this house. My parents cut my hair for the first, that a lot of kids' parents cut their hair. And my mom was using a buzzer on my hair. I was sitting in a chair in the kitchen, and my brother grabbed scissors, and I have no idea why, and he cut the cord while my mom was buzzing my hair, and he got like, you know in the movies, when someone shocks themselves, they like jolt backwards? That actually happens. I've witnessed it firsthand. And he didn't die, but he had to go to the hospital, I think.
They were rubber. They had rubber on it.
Yeah, that's
so
what I should say.
Saved his life.
He had the scissors had rubber.
They were like the kid scissors.
Rubber grips on the end. If they were plastic or I don't know what else, it probably would have killed him or just really messed him up. But glad he survived. And as you can see, I was a Power Ranger this year.
And also super happy. Brother not
You
so
can't,
happy.
Yeah, you can't see under the mask. You can kind of see the shape of my eyes, how they're kind of like my eyes are smiling, and my face was also smiling, and my brother's just like mean mugging.
That's every family picture.
Well, you can see the 3-year-old one, not every time, but a majority of the time, I am the happiest one in the photo. So 1995, great year, great costume. All right, this is 1996, my sister's second Halloween, but for the first Halloween in October of 1995, she was about a month old. So this is a coordinated costume with my brother and myself. And I do want you to notice the hairline. People say I have a receding hairline. I've always had the same hairline, and you can see it, I think, in the 2-year-old photo too. Look at that, look at how it is. It's the same, all right? Maybe I've lost a millimeter of hair up here. It hasn't changed.
It hasn't changed.
Hate those comments, stupid internet people. But yeah, see? And I'm wearing Velcro shoes because tying knots in your shoes is difficult. My brother is also a ninja. This is my favorite ninja pose. I've never had a seen a ninja movie where someone goes, "Urgh," like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I don't know what I was. Oh, I had a. What do you call that? That's like what one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle had. It's like it's not a knife, but it's. I don't know what that weapon is that I was holding. It's plastic, obviously.
I don't know. I didn't watch those shows.
You didn't watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Okay. God, you think you know a person?
Well, if I did, like, I don't remember it.
Oh.
I must have watched it.
Because you had a drinking problem when you were little.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know.
Okay.
Spiked bottles.
But please also notice that my sister is a Dalmatian now. She got the hand-me-down costume, and she's a much cuter Dalmatian than I was, and I was a very threatening ninja. So 96, great year.
I love the all-white shoes. Everybody's got white shoes.
I mean, classic 90s. I didn't experiment with shoes until I was older. These were probably from Walmart or Kmart or some type of mart. Velcro. I think my brother also had. Did my brother have laces? No, those have to be Velcro.
Those look like those.
Yeah, he wasn't on laces before I was on laces. I was the first one on laces. I was on that shit
I
first.
don't think it's like a competition.
Okay, it is. I don't want to be inferior. All right, let's go next year. All right, this is one of my more ambitious costumes. My mom helped me with this one, as you can tell by the makeup. And I like how she really accentuated, I believe would be the word, the hairline in this one. This one, more than any other photo, proves that I don't have a receding hairline. Look at how screwed up it was when I was 7. All right? It's still the same. Proof.
It's true.
The only reason to do this video is to end those comments, which I don't get many of them anymore. So I hope they don't start again. Now they're going to start again. But Hungry Hippos is on the floor for some reason. Probably having a crazy game of Hungry Hippos before this photo. And if you can't tell, I'm a vampire and not that Edward from Twilight sissy kind. I sucked blood out of people, or I wanted to. I was very intimidating. I had the fake teeth too. You can't see because my mouth is too white for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I was eating yogurt before. But yeah, I had the teeth, and what do you think? Are you intimidated by this costume? Any thoughts?
Definitely. It's really great. It's really believable.
Do you think it's stupid? I mean, do you know why I have an Illuminati triangle on my forehead?
To accentuate your hairline.
Yeah, I think just to make my mom's. She really wanted people to know. She knew I was going to be a famous YouTuber about 20 years after this photo was taken, and she's like, I'm going to want to be able to prove to his doubters about his hairline that it's always been like this. So she really...
Did you go barefoot in this one?
No, I probably put white shoes on, and they were probably Velcro, and then I went trick-or-treating. So I really do like... This is one of my other favorite costumes. We're about 2 years away from my brother's favorite pose and costume of mine.
And my favorite.
And your favorite. So let's get going to 1998. This is my personal favorite, along with when I was a devil as a 1-year-old. I'm a werewolf in this one, if you can't tell, and I'm on laces this year. 98 was a great laces year for me. I probably tied those myself, I hope. And if you couldn't tell, we've been in a new house for the last 3 years in these photos. We moved in 1995 into this house that we lived in until I was a freshman in high school, so you're not going to see the house my parents currently reside in because I stopped trick-or-treating in 2001. So this is me as a werewolf. Great makeup. What are your thoughts?
I really like this one.
You like
I like
all
the
of them.
outfit.
Are there any you don't like? I feel like you're not contributing. You really like all of... I mean, you...
I just like you. Sorry.
I like you too. I just...
No, I really think this one, like, had a lot of effort put into it.
Do you wish I had that much chest hair in real life? Because I don't have a lot of chest hair. I have like 17 chest hairs.
No.
You don't like...
I would prefer none.
Wow. Okay, I could wax it. I think we still have this outfit in my parents' basement. If you ever want to, experiment, a little more masculine man.
Because it would fit you.
I'm pretty effeminate. Well, it'd be a little tighter, so that might be better. Because I don't have a lot of muscles. I don't know, this is weird. We're just going to go to 1999, Megan's favorite, my brother's favorite, and if any of these photos are going to be memed and tweeted to me on Twitter, this is probably going to be the one. Maybe I'll link these photos in the description if you are the kind of person that wants to make dank memes and tweet them at me. But here's 1999. I believe I told you what I was in this photo, but I thought, when I first looked at it...
I don't know if I would guess.
Yeah, I thought I was a homeless person. I did some investigative work and found out that I was a zombie. A very enthusiastic zombie, to say the least. Can you see that pumpkin right there? That pumpkin is intimidated by how scary I am. That pumpkin's like, damn, that's a scary zombie. This was my best hair year, though, I will say. We messed up my hair on purpose, and I feel like that was a really progressive look, because now people do the bedhead look. I'm kind of rocking it right now.
Yeah.
I have the same shoes, I think no, that's 2 years in a row I've had the same shoes. I was going to say, is that 3 years of laces?
I love the green pants.
Thanks, yeah, green sweatpants.
Everything together.
Yeah, and I'm wearing a t-shirt underneath. I like how this shirt gets ripped, this initial shirt, but then, so I'm buried in the ground.
Yeah.
My initial shirt gets dirty and ripped, and I'm wearing a very pearl white shirt underneath, and it somehow doesn't get dirty or ripped.
And your pants don't get dirty or ripped either.
Yeah, kind of an oversight on my part and my mom's part. Well, she's not nitpicky about that type of stuff, but the pose is very flamboyant, and my arms are still that skinny and twig-like. So I'm sorry if any of you guys are scared out there and you're not going to be able to sleep tonight, because this is the most intimidating thing you've ever seen. Okay.
I think that's going to happen.
Let's move on to 2000. All right, new millennium, new shoes. Got some more laces. I don't know what those are. Probably Nike off-brands, Nookie or something. I was an alien this year. You could not tell. Very intimidating. This all glowed in the dark, by the way.
It looks like Scream.
We upped the budget on this costume. Actually, Scream was the next year for my brother, I believe. I don't know why I was wearing a hood and I had a scarf. I was a hippie alien, I guess. I'm the kind of alien that worked at a coffee shop and told you that I knew about Bonnie Bear before he was famous in 2011 or something like that. So, I don't know. I probably had framed glasses on underneath that mask. I actually remember taking the mask off. It was a particularly hot Halloween. Normally here in Michigan, it's very cold on Halloween. It's already snowed a couple of times this year, and that's pretty par for the course for Octobers in Michigan. But it was hot this Halloween for some reason, and I was wearing this getup, and I had to take the mask off. So then I was just walking around looking like, I guess, a really futuristic nun with a hood on and some bony glow-in-the-dark hands. Are you intimidated by this, or how do you feel about this costume?
I feel like everybody had a costume like that. Like every boy at school had a costume like that at least one year.
This was my greatest attempt to be intimidating, I think. Next year might be an intimidation factor also. As a child, I was trying to be a fun-loving, flamboyant zombie, or even the werewolf was pretty cute because of the face makeup. But this was just, I want to scare the shit out. Because I would see other kids walking around trick-or-treating, and I would be like, that costume is scary, that costume's good. So I wanted to up my game this year, if I can remember correctly, and I don't know.
You probably just wanted your mom to like buy you a costume instead of making you one, because
Yeah.
this one is clearly bought.
Last year, well, I think the shirt was bought for the zombie thing, but she probably bought it from Goodwill and roughed it up a little bit. So I was like, Mom, we're upping the budget this year. And I even like the zombie better, so I don't know. Great attempt. Let's see my last costume. 2001, another picture with my brother and my sister, who's looking very cute as a little fairy, I believe. And my brother is a Scream ninja. He did a combo costume, and I don't know what's on his right foot there. That's not a heart monitor or anything, but it looks.
Like a stethoscope.
Oh, you know what that is? That's a fake. Okay, so the Scream mask. This mask had a plastic layer on top. I remember this now. And you squeeze that thing, and blood comes down the mask. And I think my mask had it too. I think we both saw that in the store, and we had to get that. And for some reason, I'm wearing a dress again with a hood. I don't know what my fashion sense was. I guess this was also the intimidation year. And this was the last year I was old enough to go trick-or-treating. I'm sitting down in this picture, but I was very tall. So, I don't know. What are your overall thoughts on this costume and just everything we've seen so far today?
I like the combo, you and your brother. I think it's a really good, look, but the way Rachel looks, that's how I looked every single year for Halloween.
I know, I wish we would have been able to get your Halloween photos, but there just wasn't
maybe
enough time to go
next
scan
year.
them. If you guys really like this, we can get Megan's Halloween photos for next year or do something else like this. I don't know. It was just kind of a different video idea I had, and I'm glad we did it. And I'm kind of sad that I didn't do Halloween past the year 2001, but that's just how life is sometimes, guys. It's not fair.
We're gonna start doing couples costumes.
Couples costumes. We've never done couples costumes, have we ever?
No.
Yeah, I don't really celebrate. I like the month of October. It's my favorite month. My birthday's this month, and there's a lot of good football games, and the NBA starts in October, and college basketball gets started up at the beginning of November, at the end of October. So it's my favorite sports month. It's my favorite month because it's my birthday, and I like Halloween. I like all things Halloween themed. I just don't really celebrate the holiday. I appreciate it from afar. So maybe I'll have to get back into the spirit.
We're gonna start it up.
Okay. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a happy Halloween.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.